Hi everyone, this is a collective tarot reading for the lunar eclipse which will be taking place in Libra. The eclipse will be exact, if you live in the Eastern time zone, it'll be exact at 3 a.m. on Monday, March 26th, which is why for a lot of you it'll be on March 25th. But it's eclipse season, you know what that means. We will be doing a 10-card Golden Dawn spread because we're looking at a bigger window of time. And as always, we have three oracle cards to the side. You can pick which one, two, or all three resonate with you the most, and we'll get to that at the end. I forget if, no, I didn't mention this. This detail, this reading is aimed at light workers. So if you want more peace, love, health, and wealth in the world, then you are who I am reading for. So now that who I am reading for is clear, let's get to it. So in the present energy, we have the Six of Swords. I love it. Okay, yeah, I put it a bit too far here. Excellent. This is a card of changing perspective, with help, without help. It's not entirely clear. Traditionally, it's with help because there are many people in the boat, but in this one, there's only one. The underlying energy, we have the Star, amazing. And the Emperor reversed. Awesome. Well, this is looking like we are collectively ready to either be the guiding star for ourselves or for the people around us. That part isn't entirely clear, and it might not be clear to you watching this right now either. The known factors is the Ace of Wands, great. I can definitely relate. And the Four of Cups reversed. Okay. The issue that I'm having with the Four of Cups is that now here's the thing, okay? There's a lot of opportunity, and it is, yeah, the opportunities are sometimes disguised as catastrophes. Some of y'all might have thought I was crazy for a second there when I opened with how much opportunity there is. But when you find your thing, when you find what your role in all of this is, the things that are downstream from that are a lot of opportunities to help in the way that you are needed at the time, you know, and that can be overwhelming. So all of this was a really roundabout way of saying, I'm not sure if this Four of Cups, oh, we have two reverse fours. Anyway, I'm not sure if this Four of Cups reversed is inviting us to focus on the Ace or to drop our focus on what is distracting us from the Ace. And it is a collective reading, so it might be different for some of you. Now, in the past energy, we have the Ten of Wands, awesome. That's where I like to see it. And the Ace of Cups. So there's a lot of newness and actually it's lined up pretty well, actually. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure the shot was nice. All right, so yeah, the watery Ace leading into the fiery Ace after, accompanied as well by the Ten of Wands. So this is either an unburdening, which leads to the opportunity to take what is in your heart and actually bring it out into the world through you know, your passion and your will and all that stuff. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this. So far, it's looking really good. If you couldn't tell, in the incoming energy, we have the Page of Cups reversed. Speaking of figuring out what your thing is, those of you who've seen me read this card know what's coming. It's probably not going to be much different. And the Three of Wands reversed. Okay, now my, well, I was about to say my deck is trolling me in the sense that, positively, obviously, but there, it's kind of like the message that I was getting from this. The cards that I've been turning over have slowly been nodding along with the reading that I've been giving so far. That's what made me say that. Anyway, the last card, the bridge between the past and the future, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I no longer feel very bad for that spiel, that speech that I gave. And ooh, the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. What a twist. Excellent. So listen, I'm going to stare at these cards a bit and integrate this, and I'll be back with your message right now. I'm really liking this message, honestly. I've been vibing with it basically ever since I turned over these two cards. But I think that the overall message here for us light workers, and remember, the reason that I'm doing these 10 card spreads for eclipse season is because eclipses generally are considered to have an impact over the next 6-ish months or so. So it's worth the deeper dive. And considering that, I think that whatever idea, whatever aha moment, whatever thing that really feels like it's kind of your thing that you can contribute to the world, although things are looking great, the fact that these two fours here are the only two reversed cards in your entire reading are signaling pretty strongly that the thing to focus on is to build the foundation and to really focus on laying the strong foundation so that you can cross the threshold and you know, launch yourself into your own adventure that you've been dreaming of, you know. And it's funny too because the I say it's funny too a lot. It annoys me, but anyway, the Five of Cups here. I almost feel it like a letting go of this sadness of, you know, like success is the best revenge, that kind of thing. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this. And I always roll my eyes a little at myself because I'm always wondering if I'm just, you know, being scared to give y'all bad news. But given the other cards here, it's pretty clear that that's what that means. And I know from, you know, my own double aces here, getting ready to, oh my God. Sorry, I just made the connection between the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups, because I say that pages are graduated aces all the time. So, and it's funny because I mentioned the, there I said it again, the double aces here, but it actually is a triple ace if you include the page here. But regardless, based on my ace, it feels exhilarating and it feels like there's you know, far places to go, and there's also that fear of, you know, what if people don't like it, that kind of thing. But regardless, it is, okay, yeah, the dual message of this, and I'm really happy I spotted was looking at the Wheel of Fortune just now, reminding me of this thing that I've been overlooking. Because this is the bridge to graduation, the bridge between the ace and the page, the ace unburdening and the page at the threshold, you know? It's to be mindful of the things that are within your control and the things that are not. And that can be through the artful dance, you know, in our day-to-day lives between the things that we can control and the things that we can't. That's when opportunities to strengthen the foundation for our ace to ascend and cross the threshold and change the perspectives that we're capable of changing, you know. And again, I fucking love this star here at the you know, under the surface, in this sense. You know, with that connection of hope and balance and healing, it really feels like your thing, whatever that is, you know. And I love it so much. I lost track of what I was even saying before I went to that. But basically, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Just be mindful of the things that are in your control and the things that are not in your control. And how can you use this to strengthen the foundation for your ace is the question that, well, those two questions, is it in my control or not? And how can I use this to strengthen the foundation for my ace? It's almost as if these are all the same ace, you know? Although no, this is definitely the same ace, quote unquote. But this ace of wands here is kind of like a spark. And now, fitting that theme of spark into the reading as a whole, it might be that something comes from out of the blue that would give you the opportunity to, you know, really strengthen that foundation and potentially jump off, you know. But again, even if the swing isn't a home run or a grand slam or whatever, even if you strike out, that is feedback that you can use to strengthen your foundation, to, you know, see how you can change your swing. That is within your control, how you can swing. That was a mic drop, and honestly, I think I've covered it all, so I'm just going to drop it there. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. We shall move on to the Oracle card portion. These are 3 of my 5 favorite decks. If you chose the Tao Oracle, your card is Youthful Folly. This is I Ching hexagram number 4. It might be too close. Let me just do that. Yeah, there we go. And the key words are impulsiveness, immaturity, bluffing, ignorance, learning, impatience, reckless behavior. Well, given the reading that I gave, I would take this as an encouragement to experiment and to mix those things that you thought unmixable. Because, oh man, I'm reminded of he probably didn't invent this, but some saying in one of my old jobs, one of these guys used to say, no one told them it was impossible, so they did it. That kind of thing. And it might be your thing, you know? Yeah, I think that covers it. If you chose the Animal Oracle, your card is Dragonfly Spirit. Truth transcends illusion. Well, for some of you, this is pretty blatant. I'm not sure how, I don't know enough about dragonflies to, I don't know enough about dragonflies to fit that into the reading, but the transcendence of illusion through truth is an interesting one. I would encourage you to practice being vulnerable, because these are aces, these are cups here. Oh man, I didn't even break down well, it's too late, it's the Oracle card portion. So anyway, yeah, these are 2 cups here. So as intellectual as the truth is, how do you feel about the truth might be a question that you might want to consider, despite, you know, how the use of truth versus illusion can be, you know? Anyway, if you chose the archetype, your card is the Athlete. Look at that. All right. The light attributes are dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. The shadow attributes are misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false ends of invulnerability, and entitlement. Well, I doubt that the shadow attribute plays much, especially considering this reading. You know, again, the only 2 cards that are reversed in this whole thing are the Emperor and the 4 of Cups, you know. So yeah, anyway, don't underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. And I really like how it includes handicaps. Things, whatever excuses that you might have given yourself as to why something isn't possible, I would encourage you to spend the next 6 months really challenging yourself on that. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that I zeroed in on that last part, as I've been tapping this card this whole time. Anyway, yeah, I think that's a good note to wrap up on. This is looking like a nice 6 months, honestly. So just make sure to focus on what you can control. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. Y'all have a great next couple months. I'll see you soon.